Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Byray. Today I'm going to be doing a video on blush for women of color, or blushes for women of color, whichever one's correct. Just let me know. Anyways, I'm going to be sharing with you guys some of my favorite blushes that I use, and you get to see them in the videos that I've used them in before. Like if you follow me on my YouTube, you'd see that I've used these blushes a lot of times, and they're amazing. They're very pigmented and they're also very affordable. So if you're thinking of blush or blushes to get or invest in, these are blushes that would not break the bank. So if you want to know what my top favorite blushes are, then keep on watching and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. So I'm going to start off with one of my favorite blushes, and this particular brand has been like what I have used ever since I started learning how to do makeup. Like that, they were like the first brands that I actually picked in terms of, like, you know, blush, and it is the Sleek blush. You have to give it to Sleek. They make really good blushes, and one of my favorite shades is Sahara. Sahara is an amazing blush tone for just that everyday look, and that is actually what I'm wearing right now. As you can see, it's very soft, very light. If you're not about looking like, I don't know, like a plum or something, and you just want that soft hint, you know, flawless look, something that you can wear every day, then Sahara is your best bet. One of the things that I do know is that Sleek has like I know like retailers that have Sleek products. So if you go on Jumia, if you go on Konga, if you even go on Sleek Studios on Instagram, or you're in Lagos and you go to Sleek Studios, you get to pick some of their blushes. And if you're there, just look for another particular, like another Sleek blush called Sunrise. That blush is literally everything. I don't even know what's wrong with me. I gave that particular one out, and that blush is amazing. One thing I do like about that particular blush though is that it has like shimmers in it, so it can literally just serve as a blush and a highlighter, and boom, you're out the door. But if you're looking for something more simple, less, you know, hassle, then Sahara is a really good blush. It's just really nice. I don't know how to explain it. This is a really good blush if you're looking for that. The next blush that I'm going to share with you guys is from Revlon, and this is in Marvelous. This is a really cute, you know, blush pink kind of blush. I love to use this blush a lot also, but not every day. There's sometimes, depending on the look that I'm going for, if I just want a little tint to my skin, I would go in with this. However, I feel that this blush is a bit chalky, but I'm actually surprised how well it sits on dark skin. So this is another amazing blush. I do know that if you go to the spa in Lagos, you get to see a Revlon stand there, and this retails for about 3,000 plus, so that makes it really good. It's not too expensive. You're not spending so much money on it, and they have different shades, so if depending on what you're looking for, you can probably get something else. But this particular blush pink, this mauve, is just beautiful, absolutely stunning. So the next blush that I'm going to talk about is by Zaron Cosmetics, and this is their Hyper Blush range in the shade Mudfest. Mudfest is actually the only like blush that I've tried from Zaron, and it's actually the one that I love the most. I'm not going to even bother myself trying any other one, but this is just perfect. Sits so well on really dark skin, to the fairest of the dark skin range. This blush is perfect. One thing I do have to inform you though is that when you're picking up this blush, just start by, you know, taking a small amount and building up, because if you start really hard, trust me, you're gonna hate yourself. It is actually that pigmented, and on several occasions I've used this as an eyeshadow. It is that good. It's a very beautiful shade. I love it. It's not too, I don't know how to describe it, but it's not pink, it's not red. It just has this deep, like, you know, maroon tone to it, and it's perfect. And it retails for about 2,000 plus, and if you check Zaron's website, you get to shop it. If you check Jumia, Konga, you get to shop Zaron. And this particular blush, everybody should have it. Like literally everybody should have it. Okay, the next blush I'm actually going to talk about is another Sleek blush, and this is in the shade Flushed. There's another shade called Pomegranate that is also very good, but this is the shade Flushed. It's slightly deeper than the Zaron one that I just showed you earlier on, but it's actually a really good blush. You know, when I feel the need to be like, you know, extra, this is the blush that I go for. It has that deep tone to it, sits really well on your skin. And I didn't mention how much Zaron Sleek's blush go for in Nigeria. You can get them depending on the retailer that you're buying from, around from like 2,000 plus to about 3,000 plus. Some people would be extra and want to sell it for 4,000. Trust me, it's not worth, like, you know, spending that amount of money for a blush. So if you see somebody that sells it in the 2,000, 3,000 range, then by all means go ahead. I mean, Sahara, as in Sleek, is literally a drugstore makeup, so it shouldn't be that expensive. So if you check on Jumia, you get to see different buyers with different prices. That's a good bet. If you go to the Sleek Studio store, you get to see how much they sell it for over there. But this blush is just amazing, and like the, you know, the color is just really, really good. I love wearing this blush, more especially when I want to rock like a red lips. It just sits so well on your skin. And then the next blush that I'm going to share with you guys is actually a blush palette, and this is from e.l.f. This is the e.l.f. blush palette, and in the shade Dark. This just makes it easy for you guys. If you are thinking of, okay, I want to get blush and I want to get different ones, then just go for the, you know, the e.l.f. blush palette, because it has 4 different shades of blush that work so well. Normally, like, you know, before I had picked other blushes and everything and added to my collection, when I had this blush, this was all that I reached out for. I would use this when I'm going for like a daytime kind of look, use this when I want to vamp it up a bit, you know, mix them together, just get different tones. Works perfectly well. And this blush retails for about $4,500. I picked it up from Beauty Frenzy, an online store, and if you go to their Instagram page, you get to see them on Instagram. But this blush palette is all you need if you're looking for a blush palette. This blush palette is amazing. Absolutely amazing. I actually even used it to create an eyeshadow look, so that's how pigmented the blush is. The shades here are just beautiful. This kind of reminds me of the Revlon Marvelous, which is really, really good. And this is just like the sleek sleek blush I just showed you guys right now, which is the Flushed. And there's this particular shade here that has like little gold specks, so if it just, you know, gives a little reflection when you apply your blush. Absolutely stunning drugstore eyeshadow, as in blush palette. The last but not the least is by Sleek again, and I have had this blush forever. Like, nobody should tell me anything, I'm not throwing it away. This particular blush palette is the Sleek blush palette trio, and this is in Sugar. It has 3 amazing shades here. This again can just be like the only blush palette that you have, because you have 3 shades that you're working with. You have something that is a bit matte, that is matte, and that it's suitable for every day. You have something that's a deeper tone that is suitable for when you want that extra, you know, flush cheeks, and you have something that is just in between that has the highlighter kind of feel to it. This reminds me of the Sleek's blush called Sunset. Perfect. I tend to mix all 3. Sometimes I mix these 2, sometimes I just mix these 2, depending on how I feel. But this is another amazing blush palette that you can just invest in. Works really well for women of color, and I think this retails for about 3,000 range to the 4,000 range, but I wouldn't spend anything above that for a Sleek blush. So yeah, so these are all the blushes that I wanted to share with you guys that are affordable, that you don't have to break the bank to, you know, get. Some of them are single blush pans, and some are like in palettes where you have different shades that you can mix together and just, you know, play with. So if you guys do have any of these blushes, or you know affordable blushes or brands that make affordable blushes, then do let me know in the comment section. And if you've tried any of these blushes, then let me know also. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.